Hey Scorpio, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Scorpio. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. I I hope that message was clear. Extra boost from the universe. I kind of have to steer a little bit because your guides are coming through like loud and interrupting my thought process, saying that if any of you wanted to make a connection with either your spirit guides or passed on loved ones, this is a time where you're going to be able to do that more easily. You're going to be able to communicate. Yeah, it feels like you're able to tap into and almost effortlessly move between the veil is kind of how it's coming through. So spiritual guidance or that connection to a passed on loved one is crucial for you right now, and it's actually a huge blessing because I think that you're going to be connected in a way that's going to give you a lot of guidance and inspiration as to what your next steps are or how to bring these manifestations to fruition. But yeah, this is a time for your angels to communicate with you, for your guides to communicate with you, for loved ones to communicate with you. This is you're moving into a time where that is going to become very easy for you, should that be something that you want to pursue. So wow, this is like a sudden burst for you. I do feel like the word epiphany, it just keeps coming to mind. So this might even be that you're having epiphanies and realizations about times that your guides were trying to communicate with you, or a passed on loved one was trying to communicate with you, and it's starting to make sense. Huge blessing. I feel a huge burst of joy around this. I feel like you're going to have this sense of connection and this sense of inspiration based on the information that you're getting. Wow. So yeah, there's a lot. The way that this is coming through so powerfully, I don't know if that's because this is going to seem so abrupt to you, or if it's more a feeling of, I get the feeling of disbelief here. I feel like these blessings that are coming to you are things that you're not going to quite believe. Things working out in a way that you could not have orchestrated yourself. You're going to find yourself saying that had to be the universe, that had to be God, that had to be the angels, that had to be my guardian angel, or my loved one, because I never could have orchestrated that myself. But these are blessings specifically pertaining to manifestations that you have been working on. Let's look at some tarot. What blessings are coming through for number one? Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, yep. These things are abrupt. This is what I was kind of picking up on. There's this sense of overwhelming joy, shock, and disbelief. So these are maybe manifestations you've given up on, put on hold. What's super key about that is, yes, you almost gave up on this. This is something you've almost given up on, and it might be more than one thing. 8 of Cups energy. Wow, you guys. You're giving me the chills. Your energy is giving me the chills. There was a message coming through right from your beginning energy that's really your guide saying, don't give up. Don't walk away from this now. Put in some effort. Like, show us that this is what you want at this point, because it's about to be blessed in a way that's bigger than anything you could have imagined. So your connection to the divine is being strengthened, and your manifestation skills and ability are being strengthened. And some of those manifestations that were put on the back burner didn't look like they were going to happen. You all but gave up. Your guides are saying, no, go back to that. Put your focus there, even if it's the tiniest bit of effort, because we're about to bless it. Whatever it is, we're about to bless it. And I was picking up on this feeling of like, you won't believe it. You will be shocked. You will be in a state of disbelief about this, and it can be very sudden, very abrupt. And then the Tower came out. Wow. I really get the feeling I really get the feeling that you guys may have almost given up on this. You may have walked away from this. That might be all of the cards. Let's see. Let's see. Hierophant coming out. This actually came out for number 2. And like I was saying, there is kind of a similar message here. So yeah, I think you guys may have walked away from something. This could have to do with a relationship. The Death card. The Devil. Six of Pentacles. Okay. And you had actually more cards than I was going to take, but you know me. I always take them. So the Strength card. Absolutely. You guys, oh my goodness. You're about to receive a major gift from the universe. And I think this is happening in a lot of areas of your life. You're about to receive a major gift and a huge transformation. I feel like whatever's coming through for you is about to change you on a deep cellular level, and it might surprise you. It likely will surprise you. But what your guides are saying is, some part of you never gave up on this idea. It could be a relationship that you didn't give up on with the Hierophant here. This is something that you have been highly committed to. This could even be pertaining to a marriage or a very serious commitment in some way. Something that changed you. But I feel like your blessings are actually kind of revolving around a transformation and a change that you have been going through, and it's like you're about to be changed on such a deep level that your manifestations are going to be flowing in effortlessly. If you look at the imagery on this Tower card, you see this lightning bolt that's like striking this person right in the heart. This is what it feels like to me. This is how this change is. It is abrupt. Most of the time I read the Tower energy as something that can be uncomfortable, and that might be the case for you, but I actually don't get that feeling. I feel like you may have already gone through the discomfort of this, because like I'm saying with this Eight of Cups energy, you gave up. This is something that you've given up on. So your biggest blessings are that something that you have given up on, something that you kind of released. I feel like you might have released some attachment to, but now your manifestation is coming in. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. That's a very abundant energy. It's a very luxurious energy, and I feel like a lot is pouring in for you. So this Six of Pentacles, of course, this can talk about financial abundance. It can even talk about some help or a sudden influx of financial abundance, and that could certainly be the case, because that could be a manifestation that you're working on. This feeling of kind of generosity here that I get from the Six of Pentacles, I feel like this is coming from the universe. This is the universe saying, put your hand out. Put your hand out, and we're about to bless you. This is you just kind of being open to receiving. And I think this is why the message of like even the smallest bit of your effort is about to pay off right now. And I think what that means is that small effort is just you putting your hand out and letting the universe bless you, letting the universe drop these Six Pentacles in your hand. Huge transformation. Huge transformation here. Let's look at, do I want to look at here? There's so much. You guys actually got one more card than I was planning on pulling, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana out of 7 cards. This is a huge amount of change and transformation for you. This is a lot of energy that may have been kind of present for a long time. Things that you have been waiting to come in for you for a long time, finally, like this finally happening, this finally paying off. I feel like a lot of you have been doing a lot of shadow work, and really figuring out what kind of negative thought processes or what kind of situations and circumstances in your life could have been holding you back. And you've done this work, and now you've reached this point where the universe is ready to bless you, and it is just outrageously beautiful what I'm seeing here. Okay, sorry guys, I had to stop recording for a minute. Yeah, but we were looking at these huge major themes that are going on for you with all of the major arcana that showed up. So yeah, I want to talk to you a lot about this transformation that you've been going through, because I feel like for a lot of you, you've really demonstrated a lot of strength and a lot of will when it comes to sticking with some of these manifestations that you wanted to bring into your life, no matter what bumps in the road you hit, no matter what hiccups. It kind of feels like this energy of like you always just kept going, you kept trying. And even if somewhere in the back of your mind you gave up on some of these manifestations, it's like there's a part of you that was holding on to a lot of this, and it's a good thing, because it looks like your blessings are starting to come in now. And like a lot of the shadow work that you've done, and a lot of the transformation that you've done, a lot of even the attachments that you've released, or the attachments that you've taken a second look at, this is all showing me that all that's paying off. The Nine of Pentacles energy can talk a lot about hard work that you put in the past paying off, and it can talk a lot about material abundance as well. So this doesn't have to be material abundance, but with the 88, I think for a lot of you, this is tied to material abundance, but this is really just a message of all that hard work, even if it seemed like it went unnoticed, even if it seemed like the work that you were doing wasn't paying off, or you weren't growing or transforming the way that you thought you were. This is all just a huge sign that things were working behind the scenes for you. There was progress being made, whether you realized it or not. And there's a lot of spiritual abundance pouring in for you at this time as well. So really beautiful energy, very powerful energy, a lot of change that I think you're going to navigate very well because of all of the work that you've done. I feel like when these blessings come in, it will be surprising to you. It will be a shock to you, especially if you've waited a long time, but it is not going to... it's not going to be anything that you can't handle. I also feel like a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the spiritual knowledge, and a lot of the spiritual growth that you've been experiencing, it's almost like you have a place to store that now. Like it makes more sense to you now. We were talking about random epiphanies with this gateway card, and really the Hierophant gives me this feeling too. And it's funny because kind of a similar message, like I was saying, came through with number 2. The imagery here with the Hierophant card, which is really this like this higher spiritual being, or this universal being here, almost unloading information onto these two individuals here. It feels a lot like your connection is so powerful that you're going to be realizing things. You're going to be awakened to a lot of universal truths, and it's going to start to make sense to you. A lot is going to start to make sense to you, and this could even pertain directly to your manifestation process and some of the things. Oh wow, this is really interesting. I feel like for a lot of you, this is something that just builds and grows. Let's look at this 8 of Cups. Again, I was going to move on to your oracle cards, and then this message is coming through for you. I feel like for a lot of you, these blessings are going to begin with one thing, one manifestation, one thing that you almost gave up on, or something you've waited for a long time. And this is really going to snowball. So if you look at the position of these cups, it's almost like this one thing strengthens your belief or makes you understand something on a level that you hadn't before. And then it kind of filters out into these next 3 cups. And you're able to bring in these next manifestations because of what you understood here. And this is going to grow and filter out into these next 4 cups. Like it snowballs. It just keeps growing. I feel like there's going to be some more manifestations kind of added to your list once you see what this process is. But basically, something that you've been working on, especially pertaining to your spiritual growth, to the shadow work you've done, to the personal development that you've done. I feel like a lot of that is going to start to pay off. I think there's a deep transformation that's been brewing in you for a little while now, and you may have seen signs of it. You may have taken steps toward it, but I really feel like there is a huge shift and a big wake up coming for you, and it's really going to impact all areas of your life. Like I'm saying, one lesson leads to you learning more lessons, leads to you being able to implement more of what you've learned. Let's pull some of these Moonology Oracle cards. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Emotions are running high. Super Moon. And you actually got another card. You guys are getting a lot of the cards. Like, I was going to pull two. Bring love into the situation. So, let's pull another one. Why not? Why not? You guys are getting all the cards. So, New Moon and Aquarius here. Let's talk about some of this. We've got Scorpio energy on the table. We've got Capricorn energy. We've got Leo energy here. It's funny, this emotions are running high with the Eight of Cups. I feel like that's kind of a reiteration of this message. I feel like there's a lot of emotional energy. A lot of these manifestations that you've been wanting to bring in may be things that you were highly emotional about, but it almost feels to me like you gained control over your emotions in some way. You could have even suppressed your emotions in some way, kind of utilizing your strength, your willpower, instead of kind of giving into those emotions. So this feels like a time where you're able to tap into your emotions and you're able to let your emotions lead a little bit. You keep getting a lot of cards falling out, and I'm looking for one more. It's interesting. It's like now they don't want to talk unless they are sending all the messages at once. So let's see if we can get you one more card. If not, that's fine. Oh, that might have been it. There we go. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. And we're talking about emotions, and we get this watery Cancer energy. So yeah, a lot of you, this is about an emotional issue. This could be about a romantic connection or some kind of connection that involves your emotions and the need for this love, that bring love into the situation. So yeah, this could have to do with love of another. This could have to do with self-love, because I see a lot of growth here for you. So there's major transformation that I feel like you've already been kind of on this journey. But what it feels like to me is something is about to click for you. And it kind of seems like this isn't necessarily one blessing, but if I had to sum it up, I would say the most important blessing is that something's about to click, and that the universe is about to wave like a magical wand over a situation for you. And that one burst of inspiration, that one realization is about to open major doors for you, because it's going to show you that this is possible. It's going to show you exactly what is possible. And I think your manifestation game is about to speed up exponentially. Let's see. One more time. See what other messages we have for you. Oh, I did want to talk about the South Node card. Don't let the past hold you back. I feel like this this is another message from your guides that, like, even if these manifestations haven't seemed like they have played out, even if you thought you needed to walk away from this situation, you needed to look for a different way, kind of go around the situation in some cases, this is kind of like a message to maybe revisit some of these old ideas and to not let what has played out in the past dictate how you're moving forward. So we have purity. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. We have that unicorn imagery again. This is a highly connected spiritual situation that you're moving into. this brings me to the third eye. So this is like you developing your third eye. This is potentially even some sort of clairvoyance coming in for you, but definitely a deeper spiritual connection. This white unicorn keeps showing up for you. This might have something to do with imagery or messages that you've already been receiving. So this card says, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. So again, I feel like there is a message about using your intuition here. I think your intuitive nature is about to really come to the surface, and a lot of the work that you've put in to develop this is about to pay off in a way that you can recognize. I feel like this has been paying off beneath the surface for a lot of you, but you might not have seen exactly the movement or the progress that you were looking for, and it's like you're going to be seeing that now. I really apologize for this mess of cards here, but that's just kind of how this reading is going, so just let it flow. I'm so curious if some of you have like received some messages, or if you have been seeing a lot of unicorn imagery or been drawn to unicorns. Yeah, because this is just coming up for you repeatedly. Let's see if we can get you another card. Abundance, yeah. 88. 88 just means abundance, and then you get the abundance card. So yeah, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So yes, I feel like this is a really exciting time for you guys. I feel like something's about to click. Something's about to move forward. Even something that seems so unlikely, something you gave up on, something that maybe you got bad news about before, you're about to be blessed. You're about to just have this work out for you in a way that it's like there's no question. You're going to be like, thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you for orchestrating that. Thank you for putting those pieces in place for me, and it's just gonna start to move. So yeah, there's so much abundance coming your way. Six of Pentacles energy, so much abundance coming your way in terms of finances, in terms of clarity, in terms of spiritual connection. These are the main points for you. So yeah, don't let any of what has gone on in the past hold you back from believing in what's about to happen for you in the future. Because your strength, your willpower, your determination is about to show you that it was all worth it. So yeah, I thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye!